the hell day is this? Oh, it's a full moon, April 25th. It's a full moon. It's a lunar eclipse, and she decides to do a talk on a day like this. Why? Because you don't check the moon. She doesn't check the moon.
I don't check the moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you have to explain to me, how do we pronounce your last name? Jessica?
Lanyadoo.
Lanyadoo. See, I was going to say Lanyadoo.
Everybody does.
I know.
Everyone's Xanadu, so
yeah,
I'm
right.
fine.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is just a little bit, our usual unscripted improvisational girl street theater. So anyway, she can talk about anything she wants to talk about. Yeah, but she's a little nervous, and we have to remind her. Yeah, just a little nervous. Yeah. We have to remind her everything. We're all here to love you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be speaking on tonight?
Okay. What I'm going to be speaking on tonight is prenatal conditions in the chart. And it's one of the things I'm really passionate about and I love looking at. And another one of my passions, which I'm not speaking about tonight, is medical astrology, which I have spoken about with SFAS before. Right. And it ties in because looking at medical conditions is often looking at what's in the heredity in the chart. So, so that's what I'm going to be talking about. I'll be giving my shtick about my approach to counseling as well as talking about my methodology. Okay.
What's this thing about checking where the Sun and Venus are conjunct in the 9 months before you're born?
I don't remember where I've read about that, but I think I've read that. I don't do that myself.
Yeah.
I don't look. I just use the natal chart as the template, and I just look at the basics of what's in there. So I don't look. I don't progress
from birth to the first 7 years. You said
that's my where
or tonight. Yeah.
Oh, it's I'm looking at. The kind of main thing that I look at first is birth to 7 years old.
Okay.
And then what I like to do is I like to dial it back to the conditions of the parents' childhood.
Okay.
The conditions in the marriage or relationship of the parents before the child was conceived or born. And then even looking further back to the parents' childhood and therefore the grandparents' life.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking at to kind of get deeply psychological.
I have to laugh because my paternal grandmother shot my paternal grandfather to death, ended up in the penitentiary.
Wow.
So that was really cute. And then my maternal grandmother knew her husband for 3 days. It was a fixed marriage in Japan.
Wow.
And she says she began to love him kind of after the second or third child was born.
Wow. That would give you some fascinating aspects in your birth chart.
I know, that's why.
I would love to see your chart.
I'll show you my chart. Yeah, that's probably why I have Venus squared Uranus and Mars squared Neptune.
I mean, that would do it.
That would do it. Right. It's like I have samurai and murderesses. I mean, that explains why I have what is it?
Mixed feelings about intimacy, I would imagine.
Well, Uranus on my descendant, right on my descendant.
Yeah,
so I have a pocket full of ex-husbands.
Oh, a pocket full.
A pocket full. They just fall out of my pocket like lint.
Oh no! But luckily you have more than one pocket, right? So you get a lot of room.
Come, easy go.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. I love that. That's good.
So, are you going to be doing any other gigs after this one?
I will be speaking at the Queer Astrological Conference in honor of Jack Fertig. Yes, I'm so excited in July of 13.
Okay.
And other than that, I don't know if I'll be doing any gigs. I do teach small classes, beginning astrology, and I just work full time doing the counseling work. Yeah. Okay.
On the SFAS website, there's a link for past events, and after tonight, Jessica's going to be a past event, and the new thing is going to be going out there. But you can always get to her links to her websites and how to get in touch with her and stuff like that. But just going to past events, look down to the full moon with the lunar eclipse on April 25th, 2013. And then you can find her because she vibes really nice. Well, I have a Capricorn rising. She's like triple Capricorn. So I'm grooving on this earth energy. I have Capricorn at first too. So
we're set.
We're set. Yeah, we're good.
I could fit in your pocket.
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah. I'll fold you up like a little origami crane. Put it right there.
I'll go in there. That sounds good.
So that's about it. Give your website.
Oh, it's hard to spell. It's lovelanyadoo.com. It's my last name, Lanyadoo. Yadoo.com, and I write a free weekly column, astrology column for the San Francisco Bay Guardian. It's called Psychic Dream Astrology. So if you can't remember how to spell my last name, you can remember Psychic Dream Astrology, and it'll bring you either to the Guardian with a link to my website, or it'll bring you to my website.
Okay, and then that's 5 minutes, and didn't it seem that long at all, did it?
It
Was that painless?
It was painless.
Okay.